get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Now here's Williams. Outside, ball. Pass to Lively. Clock at 6. Ball with the bucket. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one.
Well, with everything else Smart does on the floor, his three-point shooting is really a bonus.
Here's Giannis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and coach told me, well, when he gets to the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Pass to Lively. The kick out to Ball. Outside, Levine. From outside, off the mark. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious. His size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. 6 to shoot. Here's Ball. And again, Denver, no good.
That's one he knows he should have played.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's so easy for Giannis to dunk it. It must be nice, huh, guys?
Here's Ball. Nice defense from Dort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
The ball goes to the away team.
It's a 7-point spread. It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Strus. Outside, Dort. Bridges with the steal. Levine wide open. Offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Just good fundamental basketball from LaMelo. Sticking with his selection and forcing the defense there into a bad spot.
Ball hits them both. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory is not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Wow, Williams going up high, playing over everybody's head.
Pass to Strus. Smart on the wing. The kick out to Walker. Misses the three. The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Ball. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Another miss. He is struggling for the portion.
And Walker throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Pass to Strus. Shoots over Ball. Strus's shot is good. Strus has got 9 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Connects from three-point range. He's got 12.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Williams outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Walker. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Walker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Guys, back to you.
Oh yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie.
So often, LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
To the paint. Here's Walker. And it's Denver with the rebound. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Levine with it. He's picked up by Walker. Back to Levine. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Giannis dunks it down.
Exploding to the cup. That's the burst in power of Giannis.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Williams. Antetokounmpo with the steal.
Come get it, come get it.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Smart. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Smart's got his third basket of the night right there.
Quick release there from Smart.
Here's Ball. Here's Williams. The kick out to Ball. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Strus. Taken away by Williams. Williams inside. Williams a screen. Williams' shot is off. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, picking up his second foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
Outside for Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Strus. Giannis dunks it down. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, look, you got to block out Antetokounmpo, or this is exactly what will happen.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
The two-time dunk champion, Zach LaVine, can hammer it down, Coach, or he can bury one from 3.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great player. One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulder. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Pass to Dort. Back to Giannis. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Outside, Dort. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Substitution on the court.
1:04 left in the first half of the game. And that one good from Clarkson.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
And that one drops.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
9 for 9, looking deadly accurate, like guys he cannot miss.
A towering presence. Antetokounmpo uses his size to his advantage down low.
Lively makes it off the glass. Lively's got 4 points this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Markkanen. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
And the craftiness that Markkanen shows around the rim makes him tough to deal with.
It's good. Here's
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be back with you right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now here's Smart. Screen by Giannis. Strus, that's for 2. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. The shot by Williams, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Markkanen. And Lively pulls it down. It's stolen by Dort. On the wing, Giannis. Outside, Markkanen. Inside. Kicks it out to Giannis. Here's the break. Lively inside. Pass to Markkanen. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many Finnish players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. And Ball slams it in.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Giannis left side. And it's Dort, top of the key. Pass to Strus. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And to Antetokounmpo. Bean with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 21. Now Ball. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Ball's got 15 points.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
I like seeing Markkanen move the ball like this, wanting to get his teammates going.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. So what's the difference between the diehard fans and the casuals? Well, Kevin Durant said some fans get programmed to just think about free agency and drama, and they only care about the finals and players' legacies. But he's hoping the fans lock in on the game itself, not just the storylines. Kevin?
You know, that's a good point. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Levine for 3. Giannis grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Smart wide open, he fires. Cans it from downtown.
For 3.
11 points in the game.
Well, Smart can be streaky on his threes, but he's much more consistent when he lets it go from the corner.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Williams for three. Excellent D there from Markkanen. 2 points. That one goes. Markkanen's got 6.
Yeah, he's certainly not a slow-paced big. Markkanen runs the floor really well.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he lays it straight in. Giannis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bridges, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Yeah, Bridges has been experimenting with his motion recently, but when it works, it works.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Bridges covering. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Levine. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And Williams, here we go.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout.
72.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Levine. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And after playing the first half without a single turnover, he's gotten a little careless since the break.
Antetokounmpo inside. Left side, Smart. That 3 off the mark. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Nuggets. The shot by Williams, no good. Antetokounmpo inside. Pass to Strus. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So, coach, in the last 26 years, only 3 Eastern Conference teams have been NBA Finals favorites. Anything need to change there?
You know, I really don't think so, Kevin. I'm not sure it matters to people. I mean, the NBA Finals, you're going to have one team from the East, one team from the West, and people are going to watch because you're down to the last series for a championship. I think it's a conversational point to talk about one conference dominating, but I don't think in a given year fans really care.
Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
And Levine showing off his explosive leaping ability there off the drive.
Markkanen in the corner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Markkanen down low. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Who's ball?
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Ball. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And Lively pulls it down. And so here's Denver. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And finished off by Lively.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
Left side, Smart. Smart on the wing. And it's off from 3-point range. Stolen by Markkanen. And here's Strus for 3. And Lively pulls it down. And Levine, here we go. And then Levine with the jam.
Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, Zach LaVine, reminding us of what he can do.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Here's Lively. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the three from the corner.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. The kick out to Williams. And the three ball is good.
You set him up, Williams will typically knock it down.
Smart goes in. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Markkanen is a shooter. Comes right back down to answer the three on the other end.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Lively over to help. Back to Smart. Pass to Strus. Now Dort. And here's Strus. From outside the arc. Bridges with the board. Levine with it. Dort covering. Out to Bridges. To the middle. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Dort. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Strus with it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Who's ball?
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ball. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up.